Hey, hey, hey. Hi, everyone, and welcome. And of course, I am going live in my business page. Now, sometimes it's a little bit tricky for people to find me here, but in any case, if you are not watching this live, if you happen to be watching it on the replay, just make sure you say hello, because your energy, your presence, and just the fact that you have actually dropped in to watch means a great deal. But more importantly, if this is going to serve you, then it is going to be a real acknowledgement between you and the planet. Now, firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Terry Messenger, and I am a world-class coach, trainer, therapist, and success activator. Now, I've been doing this now for over 14 years, and I guess my zone of genius is in my content creation. It is the magic of the collation of all of the most powerful modalities that I have been able to piece together. And these modalities have unleashed people. But rather than me just going on about that, what I'd like to do is showcase for you tonight exactly what I do. And I want you to remember, this is a training. So my training, like I was talking about in my post today, actually takes a lot longer than my modalities, because my modalities, once I'm getting into a modality, that is the part where the rubber hits the road. That is the part where we are unpacking exactly what it is that is holding you back, whatever is sabotaging your success, whatever is really causing you emotional pain and negative emotions. That is what I release at the speed of light. And the way that it's done, it is so elegant, it is so sophisticated, and it is so fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare you with my teaching and training. And the reason I'm doing this is so that you can have an opportunity to come into my masterclass. And when you come into the actual masterclass, you will just get so much more out of it, because you've been prepared. It's like baking a cake or creating something delicious. And hello there, everyone, as you're jumping in. Say hello, and I will acknowledge you. If you've got any questions, I will take a look at them after the live. So what we're doing here is we are preparing you with a delicious, supreme, and deluxe training. These are the greatest, most powerful modalities in the world. And yes, I teach them, I coach, and I heal through these modalities. And it's not because I profess to cure anything, or it's not the fact even that what I give in my modality cures anything. What it is that my modalities go right in and bypass your conscious mind, and they work in the neuroscience of your central nervous system, and they clear. And we're going to do a beautiful clearance at the end of this live. So stand by and allow me just to showcase, and let's just go back to what I have been presenting this week. And this is going to be really powerful just listening to it the second time. So on the first night that we began the training, we talked about master key number 1. And this was multi-million-dollar energy. Now, I talked about the fact that this is about recoding your body so that you can have the greatest body, so you can look and feel ageless and timeless. These are my beauty codes. This is one of my specialties, and I believe that every single person, if you are a world-class leader, if you are desiring to become a coach, or if you are really truly wanting to help people in, in the way that you do, because you are a compassionate, caring person, then I can tell you that if you put these kind of modalities in your toolkit, you would be massively ahead. Hello, Danielle, Michelle, Raven, Anna Maria. I see you all. It's beautiful to see you all. And, I call this the white glove of transformation, because this is about you embodying a new frequency. And I know that even the people that are on here, I won't say their names, but you know who you are. You experienced the white glove of transformation first before you did anything else. It's like a prerequisite. Now, the white glove of transformation, giving you the ability to know the mantras, to know how to recode your cells, also gives you the divine, powerful element of packaging up your own juicy program. So in this program, we are going to peel back the layers. Now, I've got a masterclass coming up in June, and it's going to be more about the display of my modalities. This part of it is very important, because this is preparing you, this is training you, and this is actually really connecting with your subconscious to see if this aligns with you. So imagine peeling back all the layers of all the negative emotions and all the sabotaging beliefs. What happens is, as you are doing that, you're actually also peeling back the kilos, the excess kilos. This is true, because it's metaphoric. You are letting go of baggage, and you are doing something to rewire your brain and actually implement easy rituals and habits. So I'm working with a lady at the moment. She came through this first part of my program, but she's a businesswoman. She wants to take her business to the next level, but her value is freedom, okay? So she wants to be able to, she's got so much ethic, she's got so much integrity, and she'll probably watch this, so I have to say all the nice things about her, but this is genuine. She really values looking after her customers, and her values, number one is connection with people, right? And number two is freedom. So by her setting up a beautiful, juicy program, what it means is she got her body into a far greater position through the first master key. And as a result, she just went all in. She said, give me all of it. I want to do everything, because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So we are now packaging up her business, and this is in a way that she will be able to have her freedom, because there's going to be so many elements of her, the codes of what she believes, her mission, her vision is all wrapped in her package and her program, and it's really super exciting. Now, we then went through master key number 2. Now, master key number 2, if you didn't watch that, that was huge. And at the end, I demonstrated a self-hypnosis. So hi, Peter. Hi, Nico. Hi there, Michelle. And in actual fact, with the genetic recoding of relationships, this is about everything, right? And, this is the element of where we can go back and totally recode so that you can let go of anger. And we're going to go through a beautiful mantra at the end of this, so you're going to want to stand by for that. But Master Key 2, it's like the prerequisite of allowing yourself to have the ultimate influence, the ultimate communication, the ultimate we go through, I taught through this on Tuesday night, if you go back and watch, what the value system is and how everybody is coming from a higher intention. But when you can, let go and release, and when you can have that packaged up into your program so that you can teach people the same thing, this is a massive blessing. But there are people that simply need to actually clear their own inner self before they can really magnetically attract their soul aligned clients, before they can attract even their soul aligned friends. Otherwise, you keeping on repeating the same patterns. But I'm not going to go over that because that training has already now been conducted. You can watch it. And that is master key number 2. But we are going to be doing some powerful modalities in that class. So that is going to be amazing. So now as we actually go through this, you're going to also know that this is one of the biggest things for people that I train. So, when I first begun with neuro-linguistic programming, that was my first love, and that changed everything. I can remember, there were 3 predominant elements of my life that were actually running my life at that point, like 3 actual events. And this is the same for everyone. You will find that whatever has happened to you in your past with relationships, with your habits, with your friends, with your career, with your money, with every cornerstone of your life, you are referring back to the past, and you cannot know anything new unless you learn something new. And that is what this is all about. It's about giving you a supreme acquisition to expand yourself. So even if you're not a coach, as long as you're a passionate high achiever and you want the best life, you will absolutely love this. Because when I unpacked the 3 main events that were in my life, what I realized is that the little girl in me was actually running the show. She was, acting out of the emotions, and she was the one that was attracting all the wrong relationships, and she was the one that was getting triggered, and then there was the slightly older girl. So that was the 6-year-old, but then there was the 16-year-old, followed by the 39-year-old. So my life was being run by these 3 events. Now, what happens when you know how to do this kind of work that I teach people, I heal people with, and I do? This is what happens. You have what we call a domino effect. That's right. So it's like you heal those 3 wounds, and it's like next thing you know, every element of your life, it's like, you've heard of the laws of the universe, what you focus on, wherever your attention goes, that's where energy flows. You understand that the visions that you make in your mind, and sometimes you can't help the visions you make in your mind. Sometimes, if you are wanting, for example, to be successful in your life, or you're wanting to achieve something, you might be feeling like, but I can't do it. Now, what is some of the greatest people on the earth, including people that can't even walk, got in common? They decided to overcome adversity. They decided to do something great with their life. Hi there. Yes, okay, Peter, I hear you. I definitely hear you. Let me tell you, when you learn the perimeters of your mind can be completely set free and expanded and you can be limitless. It doesn't matter what has happened to you in your life, because some of the greatest people, the one thing that they've got in common is that they've all faced adversity. And it's almost like the universe is testing you. It's like, I wonder how she or he is going to respond. Now, it's easy to fall into the trap and go into the self-pity party, especially if what's happened to you seems really bad, or if you've been put into a position, and I'm really getting carried away with talking about this, but I have to follow my gut instinct here. You know, we can go into what we call the victim mode. And that victim mode, guys, is really when you are in that, you're totally helpless. And that is not the place you want to be in. So, for example, if you are wanting to achieve great success in your business and you are blocked, you might be finding you haven't got a voice. I spoke to a woman the other day and she said her voice won't come out. She can't speak her truth. Or there's people that feel like they're not good enough, or they don't look good enough, or they're not smart enough. You know, every single one of us has got a setback, and it's what you do to actually you catapult and propel yourself forward. And this is my craft. This is my absolute supreme deluxe high class white glove transformation. Nothing better on the earth. Why do I say that and claim that with two hands? See, two hands. And I'll tell you why. Because it is not just neuro-linguistic programming, okay? It's also got hypnosis, which is the subconscious mind. It's got the neuroscience of the way the central nervous system works. So while you are trying to combat something on your own, for example, and you are trying to get over something, what you're doing is you are trying to outwit your conscious logic. And I hate to tell you this, but the only way you can outwit yourself and outwit your habit or outwit your limitation is by going past the guards at the palace door and moving straight into the temple. And that's where the higher consciousness is. That is God's domain. That is where the higher power is. That's where everything is conducted. That's where everything is operating. You know, really, you can achieve things by mindset and discipline and all of those things. And I absolutely know that to be true. But gee, it's bloody hard work when you know that you've got things that are truly blocking you. That's when you need this work. And that's when you need someone who knows what I know. And anyone I've trained in this, and I said it the other night and I'm going to say it again, I would trust them to work with me because I know I've given them some powerful tools. But I want to remind anyone out there that you've got to use it or lose it, okay? It's like a muscle. Don't expect to be empowered and have, you know, your life you'll never be what you once were. Everybody that does this work, they go right forward, all right? But the fact is, you've got to want to keep on going. And life is about growing and expanding and really moving forward. So the therapy that I give is really a collaboration of many tools, and that is why it is the best. It is the world's best. It is, you know, I believe God has anointed and appointed me with this gift that I have collaborated. And this is one of the things that I notice that a lot of coaches struggle with, and even people in my own school. I'm going to admit this, that even people that have come through my own school, they've loved the work and they absolutely get the most out of it. And I see so many really great practitioners and healers out there that are absolutely killing it. However, there are a lot of people also that don't know where to start. They'll go out and they'll get loads of certifications. They'll do loads of programs. And even though the experience is amazing, if you're going to take it out into the world and really help people and really create a juicy program with it, you know what? And if you've had adversity, the bigger your adversity, the greater it is that you ought to consider, you know, becoming someone just like myself, where I started from. However, as I said, the gap in the market has been that people don't know where to start. So what I've done is now I have collaborated the most beautiful tools that will help you find your mission, help you understand why you do the things that you do, that will help you track back, all in one session under 39 minutes, that will help you track back to the 3 main areas of your life that need healing, that will help you to then recode and rewire yourself and then propel yourself into the future where you can reverse engineer and bring back your power tools into the now. So anyway, let's keep moving. Where am I now? Master key number 3. Okay, so master key number 3 is what we tapped into last night, the prosperity codes, all right, guys? And as you know, this was all about your prosperity has got everything to do with your self-worth. It has everything to do with your sense of self-empowerment, your sense of self-love, your sense of self-deserving, because if your frequency is low, and you can't help it, you know, it's easy for someone to say, you know, get a grip on yourself, or you need to do this, or you need to start thinking positive. I can tell you now that doesn't work. It's like a diet and a fad. It only works for the short term, but it is not sustainable. This is what I'm teaching is sustainable, powerful, permanent, and pervasive. But remember, you've still got to use it or lose it. So you've got to ditch the stories of your self-worth, your self-doubt, your guilt and your shame, and start cultivating through the subconscious, through your God conscious mind, so that you can really feel that deserving power. Now, if you faced something where you go, well, you feel so down and out, you're sabotaging yourself, you're sabotaging your own right to be standing in your power, then I will challenge you. And this is what I want you to, this is my challenge for you tonight. Every challenge that you have, every defeat that you possibly find yourself coming into, whether that be in your business, your relationship, your health, whatever it is, say, what is the blessing in this? What is the gift? Because if you can start to believe that this is beyond you, get out of the way of yourself. And I'm not trying to sound corny, but really, when you can get out of the way of yourself and go, this is not happening to me, this is happening for me, and it could be for the bigger picture of you and what you can do for other people. Okay, so let's just keep moving through now. So we've gone to that one. So now here's the big thing. In your self-worth, your self-deserving, your frequency now of prosperity, riches, and abundance, and really it's not about money, 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 money. You might hear that because I'm saying opulence and riches and prosperity, but your greatest prosperity is inside you. Your greatest value is inside you. And when it comes, right, guys, so if you are a person who is online and you want to take your business out into the world online, this is what I have now incorporated into my program, because one of my first trainings, and my oldest of all is stage presence. I have been on the stage since I was a child. When I came into neuro-linguistic programming, I went straight to the top. They put me in stage presentation because I had a lot, as Dr. Ian will be able to tell you, a lot of experience working with so many clients in clinic that I skipped through my masters and went straight to the top. So what I have brought in, because this is a waste for me not to give it to people, and maybe you don't want to get on camera, that's okay, because would it be fair to say you'd like confidence? Would it be fair to say you would love to have the courage? Put a yes down in the comments if you would love to have the confidence, the courage, and the charisma. Now, what is charisma? Actually, guys, you know what? Charisma, I heard it somewhere. Don't quote me. This is only my opinion and something that I heard, but I believe this to be true. It is something fascinating about someone, obviously, along the lines of magnetic. But the charisma that I was listening and hearing about is when the person has got a magnetic energy, but they've also got a sense of humility. So there's something about them that maybe they're not all full of themselves. Like if you're full of yourself, I'm not teaching people to be full of themselves. There's a difference between being confident and a difference between being full of yourself. So the confidence that I teach can be given to people who are introverted, for example. It can be given to people who are not necessarily extroverted. They might be even shy. But you know what? I have time and time again, when I do live interviews, I do live interviews with rock stars, right? And, you know, as a coach of coaches, when I'm behind the scenes, I always groom them before I take them live. And, you know, without fail, 90% of the coaches that have done a podcast with me or a live video go, oh my gosh, that was amazing. And I'm like, what was amazing? Because they were the star of the show, not me. So what are they, you know, this is what so many of them are saying. They're going like, oh, I just felt confident. But that's what I do. I bring your confidence out. I bring your courage out. I bring your charisma out. And if you need to put yourself out online, you're going to need that. But even if you didn't want to go in front of the camera, you're going to need it too. So let's move on because we don't have much time. So, yep, ditch the stories, get rid of all the old things, the old stories in your mind. You know, they're never going to be gone, guys. But the fact is that when you learn how to combat them and you learn how to ditch what's holding you back today, you can move forward into a new you tomorrow. Number 4, master key number 4. So we talked about all 3. Number 4 is the revolution of unlocking your zone of genius. Now, guys, this is a little bit about what I was just saying through camera, confidence, courage, and charisma, because this is where I reach into you, right? And I extract the geometry codes of your success. That's what I do for people, especially if they're doing my whole program. Now, the good thing about it is the masterclass is free. So I'm going to ask Raven or Danielle if you can please drop the link to register for the masterclass, because that's going to have modalities you're going to experience. This is just training you guys. The modalities are going to really give you the experience of, oh, wow. I mean, obviously, I need to, you know, really take note of, you know, the fact that you need to invest in yourself too. But I know that if I was investing in myself, I would want to try and taste that it is delicious and deluxe and supreme first. So that is why I'm giving that for free. So it's free, the free masterclass. Register. And I'd also like to encourage you to bless someone. If there is someone you know, if you are already a coach, or if you are a coach who is training with me, anyone you bring in is your client. If you are a passionate person, a caring person, like most of the people I attract, and you're not specifically a coach, but, you know, in your own right, you are a leader, then I would highly suggest that you host them. So you bring them into the masterclass and you learn the art of really representing and blessing someone, because I'm teaching people how to rise. And if you're going to rise, this is what's going to happen. So in the Master Key 4, this is about really discovering your inner light and finding your soul-aligned purpose. Now, what if I told you that your soul-aligned purpose, your zone of genius, actually and look, there's people watching this live stream that can vouch for this, as we go down through the layers and we heal the next layer and we heal the next layer and we release, what we do is we find that at the bottom layer there is a gold nugget. It's a gold nugget that has actually given you your skills, your mission, your vision, and there is a passion for something that you stand for. Now, that is all I can say, is it is supreme. I'm not going to say any more. It's your zone of genius. If you jumped on a calendar call with me, if you got on my calendar and you booked in for a strategy session, you will find out. I will map that out for you for free. So if I could actually ask Raven also to put my calendar booking link in case there is someone out there that's listening to this and saying, I need to do this, I need to talk to her, and you want a one-on-one with me free, and we can talk more about that. Now, last but not least, and then we're going to do a affirmation, the Master Key 5. Now, launching your legacy. This is a new co-creation between you and myself, because again, I find that when coaches are going out and doing programs, and I have been in that situation where I've taught people this myself, I find that for a lot of people, especially like me, it doesn't really work. So even though it is so uplifting and even though you may learn so much, unless you are a really self-independent person who wants to do everything on your own, I find that launching your legacy, especially with these divine kind of coaching systems, is really can be quite fruitless unless you really know exactly what you're doing and you actually have someone that is holding your hand and co-creating, packaging your program. So a big part of that is branding your brilliance. Now, branding your brilliance means that you would need to take a look at my website and make sure that you like my website. Now, if you like my website, then you're in business. And besides, there are some people that will not want to do all these master keys. They may just want to do one or do a selection of them. But I usually find that when a person does one, they want to do all of them because it's addictive. It's so good. It's just so fantastic. So, you know, launching your legacy is where we are actually packaging up. I am actually giving you a specialized modality that you don't need a ton of things. You need to specialize on something that is going to work, that is going to really go deep and is going to unleash, you know, someone's life and help them at the deepest level. You want to be able to have the whole system of knowing how the system works, having the help, having the co-creation, having the right credibility and putting everything together and making magic happen. Because when you know how to do all the things that I have just spoken about, you will then know how to attract your dream client. Now, are we ready? We're going to go through now to the part that a lot of you will be waiting for. And firstly, you know, what I want to do is I want to be able to take your greatest talent and whatever you are truly good at and harness it and channel it into your highest self-worth so that you can feel the self-deserving deep feelings of opulence, riches, and divine, beautiful, you know, feelings of what you deserve. So this is a co-creation. Master Key 5 is a co-creation of your sacred signature service that will be packaged up through your codes of mission, vision, and purpose. All right, now imagine a brand with your embodied codes of high frequency with a magnetic message where your pain becomes your fame and your story becomes your crown of glory. Now, I want you to close your eyes. Can you do that? And as you close your eyes, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and really just hold your breath deeply in. And when you release that breath, I want you to release it with a huge ha. Okay, so you're letting go of that breath now. And as you let it go, I want you to drop your shoulders, keeping your eyes closed, and imagine this beautiful golden light that is beaming down on the crown of your head. Allow this divine golden light to embrace you so that you feel this safe, nourished, blessed feeling. Feel that you are being held and feel that you have this beautiful golden light going through absolutely every cell of your body. I want you to say, I truly love, value, and honor myself. Can you say that? I truly love, value, and honor myself. Feel the golden light going through every cell as you say that. And now I command the prosperity codes of my highest self-worth. Say that. I command the prosperity codes of my highest self-worth. And I want you to take another deep breath in through your nose. And I want you to imagine there's a number that's coming into your mind, and whatever number that is, just breathe it out. And as that number breathes out, I want you to say, I hereby command, I truly deserve the best. Now I want you to feel the golden light now beaming through every molecule, every cell of your body. And I want you to state this after me. I heal all wounds from my past. Say that. I heal all wounds from my past. And I'm just going to make a statement that as you are in this collective with me, because you are here and there are other people with the same intention, this is going to be divinely 10 times more powerful. So I'm going to ask for the presence of the divine. I believe in God. So I'm going to ask for that Holy Spirit to bless you now. And as you state, say it again, I heal all the wounds from my past. I heal all the wounds from my present. And I heal all the wounds going right across time. And imagine the beam of light going right back behind you, as if it is golden light moving back, clearing your whole timeline, all of the negative energy. And if you agree with this, take a deep breath in through your nose. And now breathe out and just relax even deeper. And now I decree to be healed and completely restored. I decree to be healed and completely restored. And now say, I give permission for every cell of my body to bathe in the frequency of love. Now, as you allow every cell of your body to bathe, I want you to drink water after this. And I want you to imagine that that water, it has a molecular crystal, power and magic all of its own. And I want you to imagine that the water that you're going to drink is going to completely nourish every part of your body. Now I want you to claim your multi-million-dollar energy. So now take a deep breath in through your nose. And I want you to picture the first number that comes to your mind and breathe that number out. And as you breathe that number out, say, I claim my multi-million-dollar energy. Say that, I claim my multi-million-dollar energy. I claim new codes of magnetically attracting rich relationships. I'll say that again. I attract the codes of magnetically attracting rich relationships. And now say, I embody my presence. I embody my frequency. And I embody my legacy, and I call in that vibration. Now take a deep breath in, see a number, and breathe it out. And imagine the golden light is now going out into your future. Now I want you to say, I decree to unleash my voice. I unshackle my confidence. I tap into my radiance. I tap into my vibrancy. And I tap into the highest version of who I am. Now just allow my words to clear the cells of your body as you release all contracts limiting you in your health, in any part of your life, your success that's holding back your voice, your message, that's holding back your power. Just release it now. And I want you to open up a portal, another portal, allowing this golden light to move through and enter into your entire being, so that the light is moving from the back of you and the front of you to your future and back through your past. So your past is being healed and your future is being blessed. Now I want you to declare, my body is radiant. Just say yes after me if you agree. My body is radiant. My body is flourishing. I am now drinking from the cup of divine holy water, because that's what you're going to do after this. I release all heartbreak, all anger, all disappointment. And I now declare it be gone. If you agree, just say yes, yes, and yes. It is now dissolved. It is now transmuted. Now, who is going to come in to my real masterclass where you can get more of that baby? And how would you like to get an ebook as well? So if you are really keen to join my masterclass, if you are really, really keen, what I would like you to do right now is firstly say thank you to the divine. In my case, I thank God, the Holy Spirit, and I do now cast a golden light over you and just say thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Now, I have a task for you. Whether you are a coach, whether you are a leader, whether you are an influencer, if you know someone that you want to bring into this masterclass, I'm going to ask you to grab the link and share it with them and invite them and say, I think you would be really interested in doing this. And only do this if you're genuine. Now, if, as I said, if you are already a coach or if you were a coach working with me, they are your client. So if they decide to go forward with me, you know, not only will you be a catalyst, not only will you have a divine client straight up, but you also have the ability to really transform someone's life. So if that sounds like something that, you know, if you're a world changer, if you're an impact person, then I would highly recommend you do this. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this space, and please register for the masterclass if you feel that you're ready to experience the real deal. So you've had the training, you understand a lot of elements about what I do. This is going to be the rubber hits the road. We are going to try it on, taste that it is good, and give you the opportunity to bless people and be a leader, be a coach, and be a divine person in your right, where you can catapult, propel your own life. But when you propel the lives of other people, wait for the blessings, because they will be totally amazing. So God bless you. Thank you so much for holding space. I think I've covered everything. Join for the masterclass. I'll probably go into the group and talk and discuss about any questions you have. So if you do have any questions, drop it down. If you have any thoughts of limitations, drop it down. Be true to yourself. Be honest. And, you know, what can I say? Be blessed. And hello to you, Shelley. And you know what to do, gorgeous lady. I look forward to seeing you real soon. I look forward to seeing you all. And